Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer, bringing you Week 5 of LTPL. Your Chicago Charizards taking on Unstable and his... Wait, is it Unstable? Hang on, I gotta check this. I can't remember who I play. He's offline right now. Yes, it is Unstable. And his selfish substitutes. We haven't made any transactions, so the team we're rocking out with: Noivern, Gastro, Blaziken, Caparaja, Galvantula, Lurantis, Drapion, Clefairy, Lycanroc, and Drifblim. Unstable has a team consisting of Hatterene, Moltres, Steelix, Virizion, Tentacruel, Zoroark, Cinccino, Jolteon, Lycanroc, Midnight, and Golurk. Oh, and Illumise. So, battle of the Lycanrocs, potentially. As far as what I think he's bringing, Moltres, lower tier Moltres is just super good. If he brought a Power Herb over Stealth or Heavy Duty Boots, but I don't know, if he has Sunny Day, it could be a problem, Solar Beaming Gastrodon, it hits a lot of my team really, really hard. Blaziken gets Hurricane, Gastro can be Solar Beamed, Caparada doesn't like fire hits, neither does Galv or Lurantis. Drapion's not going to appreciate Spexed hits, so I think Moltres makes a lot of sense versus me. Hatterene, again, it's 18 points for a reason. It's a very strong mon, especially under Trick Room. It can be very, very hard to deal with. Can hit Noivern hard, can hit Blaziken, does have Mystic Fire for Caparaja, and Galvantula and Lurantis. Drapion is kind of the only thing that really checks it significantly, so it makes sense for that. I think Zoroark probably comes. Zoroark being disguised is a very big problem for my team, because I won't know what it is. It does have the coverage to inflict a lot of damage to my team as well, just because I won't know what it's hiding as. Steelix makes a lot of sense versus me, just because of its sheer bulk and being able to set up Stealth Rocks versus me. I think Steelix comes. It's big, it's bulky, it can slow down Blaziken and Caparaja pretty quickly. It checks Drapion, can check Lycanroc, so Steelix just makes a ton of sense. Virizion also makes a lot of sense just because of its coverage standpoint. It can hit a lot of my team, and if it gets a Swords Dance off, it can be very, very threatening. Just as a mon and whole, that's why I want to use Virizion one of these times. And then Tentacruel, T-Spikes versus me. If I don't have Drapion, T-Spikes can be a big problem. It also rapid spins, and it also acts as a special wall to try and sit in on Noivern and just generally be annoying. So those are the six I think. Cinccino could come. Jolteon could come. Lycanroc could come. Golurk, I have to be careful with weakness policy, rock polish, so that Illumise could come for prankster shenanigans, but I just don't see that viably coming. So, as far as what I am bringing, though, if they'll unlock, there we go. Up first, we got Heavy Duty Boots Noivern with Frisk, so I can check items, Air Slash, Flamethrower, Draco, and U-Turn. I actually don't have defog on this. The reason that I'm Heavy Duty Boots on Noivern is just so I don't rack up damage quickly as I U-turn around for Stealth Rocks. In the event that I don't end up getting rid of rocks with Drifblim, I just don't want to take unnecessary damage. Air Slash should KO the Virizion unless it's got a berry. Flamethrower will do a lot to Steelix trying to switch in. Draco is just very spammable outside of Hatterene. I can pretty freely drop Dracos, especially once Steelix goes down. And then the U-turn is to pivot. Pivot around, speed creep. We are crept to the Virizion, I believe, is the fastest thing we can creep. No, it's Cinccino. We're creep to Cinccino. That way, if it is, flinchy Cinccino, I can at least drop a Draco and try to kill it before having to deal with that. annoyance that I did in BRL with Encino. Life Orb Drapion with knockoff Poison Jab, Sword Stance, and Earthquake. This is my way of checking the Hatterene. The 308 speed is to outspeed the I believe it's the Moltres that I'm Crep to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Moltres that I'm Crep to on this one. But a combination of Knock, P-Jab, and Earthquake just kind of rips through the team. P-Jab at +2 will do a lot to Hatterene. Zoroark doesn't want to take +2 hits. Knockoff is just really good to get rid of items. P-Jab should hit the Virizion very hard. And once Virizion's gone, I'm free to knock off. Tentacruel won't appreciate a +2 Earthquake. Steelix doesn't necessarily appreciate +2 Earthquakes. Moltres doesn't appreciate +2 hits in general, so... but yeah, if I can get a Swords Dance up on Drapion, I can probably break early, or try to break early with it, and then clean up with either Blaziken or someone else late game. I do have Choice Scarfed Blaziken. This is so it's faster than Cincino, because if it is Flinch Cincino, I don't want to lose 3 Mons to Flinch Cincino again. I'll just go Scarfed Blaziken and smack it. Knockoff again, very spammable outside of Virizion, which I don't foresee coming in because I can just Flare Blitz it. Close Combat does a lot of damage to my opponent's team, and Flare Blitz obviously is very powerful. Speed Creeped. We are Crept to be faster. That's a base 80 Mon, so we are faster than, I believe it is... Lycanroc, if I remember correctly. It's either Lycanroc or Golurk that we're Crept to. No, 264. 264 times 1.5. It's 396. It's Jolteon. So I'll be faster than Jolteon. Guaranteed. Banded Lycanroc with a Cellrock, Psychic Fangs, Crunch, and Drill Run. Crunch will do a lot to the Hatterene. A Cellrock should take out Moltres. Barring me being burned. Psychic Fangs for Virizion switching in, Drill Run for Steelix, and Tentacruel. If I Psychic Fangs into something and it doesn't affect it, then I know that's Zeraora that came out, so it gives me some intel that I can pivot around with on that. Speed Crept to be faster than the Virizion, so unless it's Scarf, I should be able to Banded Psychic Fangs twice and kill it. Gastro with Scald, Recover, Sludge Wave, and Earth Power. Earth Power is just very good for Tentacruel trying to switch in. I'll know how Spadef it is based on the damage, and Steelix. Scald, his physical threats don't appreciate getting burned. Sludge Wave for Hatterene. Sludge Wave is also very good for the Virizion, just in case it's special Virizion that I burn. So max defense, max HP. 4 on the special attack. This is basically my defensive wall for this game. And then last but not least, we have Drifblim with Flame Orb Flare Boost, so I get a Specs as long as I'm burned. Trick, Hex, Defog, and Strength Sap. This is where my defogging will be at. Strength Sap to Rob's attack from Steelix would be great, to rob it from Virizion would be great. Trick, if I can trick the Flame Orb to something like Hatterene and then burn it, Specs Hex versus Hatterene should do a ton. Specs Hex should do a ton to everything, really, but also if I trick the Flame Orb to Steelix, that would greatly weaken its ability to damage me if it is physical Virizion. Tricking it, the Flame Orb, and burning it would be great. Tricking Zoroark to take away a Scarf or something. Not ideal, but would be nice to slow that thing down. Obviously, tricking Moltres isn't going to do anything, but yeah, Drifblim's here to basically just burn something and then get burned to burn something and try to do as much damage before it defogs and goes down. Because T-Spikes are a problem as well, getting set up by Tentacruel. We'll see. First time using Drifblim. I could have gone with the Unburden set, but I just liked the Flare Boost set better. Obviously, Zoroark's a problem for this, but yeah. So that's going to be the team, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the battle.